Connecticut might be a bit of a quiet town, but it's never really been what you'd call sleepy. I mean, this village was literally built by craftsmen, inventors, and makers. The Putatuck River was used to generate power at the local factories, and people here made hats and buttons and toys and even fire hoses. Charles Goodyear even worked out of the same building as my office at one point. I like to think that maybe some of his ingenuity spreads through all of the creative businesses here. I started my design studio in Sandy Hook because it's the perfect place to continue making stuff. At Map Agency, we really try to focus on building timeless brands. I discovered art before graphic design, which is how I think most people get into it. But once I learned the process behind design, the sketching, the planning, developing a concept, and trying to communicate that idea to the client, I just became obsessed with visual problem solving. And I think working in this factory building really forces me to think about how every designer before me started out with a simple idea that really needed to be drawn by hand before they even got a chance to move to the computer. I'm constantly trying to absorb all sorts of information during client conversations. I really do have to listen carefully because they know so much about their business, and part of my job is to design a solution that communicates their understanding in a really simple way. Design has to resonate with the right audience, but I also want to create something that's timeless, so I always try to avoid trends. Every single brand has a story to tell, and my role as a designer is to help tell it, visually, strategically, and hopefully with a bit of personality. I started Map Agency because I believe design should be bold, honest, and just human. And I think Sandy Hook is the perfect place to continue the tradition of making work that's really meant to last.